Oh, hey, hi. No vlog today. We're doing a Q&A instead. So let's jump right into it. First and foremost, channel members get first dibs on getting their questions answered. So if you're a channel member, thank you very much for your support. First channel member question is from Nathan0316. He asks, what is your favorite Call of Duty? Two come to mind. One would be Black Ops 2, because it was the first time I got like a futuristic, somewhat futuristic. I think it was like, supposed to be like 20 years in the future, something like that. But we got some futuristic guns, futuristic tech. Love that. Has some really powerful, fun memories of playing with that new tech, right? The other one would be the original Modern Warfare 2, because it was the Call of Duty that got me into playing Call of Duty. It was the one that I jumped into and immediately fell in love with it because I was playing online first-person shooter PvP with mics, and that brought me back to my Counter-Strike days, Day of Defeat, Team Fortress 2, Tribes 2, Medal of Honor. Like, I played a lot, all through college. I played online first-person shooter PvP, and I loved it. And then I took this huge break, hiatus, not playing PC, PlayStation 3, Call of Duty. I was back, and that's really what I fell back in love with gaming. So I would say Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2. Next question from channel member GP41_F1. What's up, GP? Good to see you, buddy. Hi, Clintus. While you were working at Cox, were you afraid of your commitment to daily vlogging could affect your current job? No, because I always did it around my job. It was like always like a side hobby. I got up an hour early before I had to for work, so I had time to edit the vlog. I would, on my breaks and lunches, when I had, when I didn't have anything going on, log in, reply to comments. For a while there, I was posting my vlog at 3 noon, 1 p.m., something like that. So I did that, like I said, my breaks, lunches, whatever, when I had some downtime at work. And then I vlogged when I got home. It wasn't until the last year or two, when people at work knew that I had a YouTube channel, that I started vlogging at work and vlogging around work, because people knew. But the first couple of years, no one knew, and I didn't do it at work, so it was 100% outside of work. So no, never had a problem doing it for 2 years, 3 years. Trey7062 asks, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Unfortunately, I wish I could tell you. I have no idea, because I'm in this weird spot right now with helping my brother, my dad with the business. My dad plans on retiring in the next 2 years. I don't know what that means. I don't know what retirement means for my dad, so I don't know what that really means. And it really comes down to the direction the business goes in. We've got a couple of opportunities that are really, really early stages, but if they come to fruition, like, I'll probably stay with my dad's company indefinitely. If they don't quite work out and things stay where they're at now, my goal is to get a sales rep and get a shopper, someone to do the shopping in the morning, and alleviate that from me and my brother. And, we work, in the office like my dad does today. But then that also means that I can do my job like 90% at home, which means I can go back to working from home, which means I should be able to stream and do more YouTube. So that would be a goal of mine. There's a bug on the lens. Outside of that work-specific stuff, both kids are gonna be gone next year, moved out of the house. So Tiff and I will be empty nesters. I wanna travel. I wanna travel, and I wanna, see new things, experience new things, eat new foods, all that kind of thing. So, but it's really hinging on where my dad's company goes. So, sorry, that's kind of a meh answer. Jack Oldenburg asks, what will this channel be in the future and when the kids leave? Exactly where it's at right now, following my life wherever it takes me. That's basically what this channel is, just vlogging my life. So wherever my life takes me, I'll continue vlogging, live streaming, posting photos, and any other new features that YouTube rolls out. Chad Rad asks, have you ever thought about selling the house and buying an RV, and you and Tiffany traveling and doing an RV life channel after seeing Bryce move out? I definitely have, but to be honest with you, I don't think we'd sell the house. I think we would just get an RV and, make trips and spend the summer out with, like our parents do, that sort of thing. We haven't had a serious conversation about something that drastic. I don't know if she would be down for it to be a permanent thing. We'll get there. I see that being a conversation like a couple of years after the kids move out, like a couple of years of empty nesting, being here with just her and I. By then, I'm sure the dog will be gone, what that looks like. And if we are content and happy with just chilling here and just traveling here and there as needed, or as it comes up, or if we want more of a long-term thing. But I definitely want to do something like that, whether it's a van or an RV or, you know, just, you know, a truck with a camper shell. All Games Are Cool asks, if YouTube says we are closing in 2 years, will you stop vlogging or continue vlogging but post them on other social platforms? That is an excellent question. My gut tells me I would switch platforms, but to be perfectly honest, I don't know. I could just stop. But I mean, they're just, for video, it's just YouTube. I mean, I guess X, maybe X, Facebook, I don't know. That's a really good question. If YouTube closed down tomorrow, what would I do? Yeah, I would probably just be a live streamer at that point. I'm gonna butcher this. Caitlin Vafiades. Sorry, Caitlin. How many states have I been to? 21, but that includes states I've just driven through, so technically 21. Favorite sport? I don't have a favorite sport. I don't watch sports. Sunrise or sunset? Definitely sunset. It's the end of the day. You're chilling. It's usually, I don't know, I feel like sunsets are longer and it feels, I don't know, I'm a sunset guy. I like sunsets. Do you guys plan on going back to Lola My Springs? Yes. Is Bryce leaving from the house and buy dorm room in Flagstaff next year? He's leaving, but you don't buy a dorm, you just rent it. But yes, he's leaving next year to go to Flagstaff. Can you do a meet and greet? I could, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the state of mind, place, size to do one. Also, meet and greets I feel like are better at conventions and places where a lot of people from around the country congregate. If I did a meet and greet here in Phoenix, it would be limited just to the people here in Phoenix, which is very, very small. Do you miss camping with the trailer? I miss camping. I don't miss packing, towing, setting up, packing up, towing, cleaning, putting away the trailer. I don't miss any of that, but I do miss camping and I do miss the adventures we had because we had a trailer. Have you ever considered doing smoking videos or making a separate channel for that? No, I have no desire to make any separate channel for anything. Any video I make will always be right here on Clintus.tv. It's the only channel that I care about, and I don't care enough to make another channel and start from scratch. As far as making smoking videos, I assume you're talking about cannabis. No, I don't consume cannabis. Cannabis isn't that big a part of my life to dedicate videos to it. Like tequila, when I purchase new cannabis products, I'll probably just vlog it. I'll probably just be in the vlog like anything else that I buy. If I buy anything new, a new house plant, a new anything, like it's just part of my daily life. So when I purchase new cannabis, I'll share it with you in some shape or form. Since I made that 420 video, I have slowly started to be a little more loose about it now that I've announced it. Like I've smoked on stream, I've shared photos of pre-rolls and purchases. The next time I go to a dispensary, which should be coming up soon, I'll probably just share it in the vlog. There's not a need for me to dedicate a whole video to it. It's just not that big of a deal. It's not a big part of my life. It's just a recreational thing I do on the weekends, kind of like cocktails and beers, it's a weekend thing. What are your plans for the house now that both of your kids have moved out? My kids haven't moved out. What are you talking about? That's next year, buddy. Is this a question for the future? Are you asking for future Clintus? Is it time to sell your house again and move, or stay right where you're at? I'm staying right here, man. Even if the kids didn't move out, I don't plan on selling. I'm very happy here. Yeah, kids haven't moved out, dude. They're still here. Do you ever miss that big house you lived in with the RV, garage, pool, basketball court? What were some pros and cons of it? I don't miss the house. I do miss the yard. I loved that yard. I loved the double sliding doors that went out to my patio, to the pool, to the grass, to the trees. I really, really did love that backyard. The RV garage was nice to have, but it was wasted on me. I'm not a garage guy. I'm never out there wrenching on things and making things. It was wasted on me. And the house was too big. So there's the pros and cons. Pros were being able to park our trailer on property and save that $200 a month payment. Cons were it was so big that we had empty rooms for 2 years, literally empty rooms that we didn't ever buy furniture for. And we bought furniture just to furnish empty rooms, which was just a waste of money. Like we bought that dining room table for our dining room, and then when we moved in this house, we had to get rid of our old table because we didn't have room for it. So it was just, too big, dumb purchase, but a chapter of my life. Hi Clint, my question is, would you ever want to visit Chicago, Illinois? The easy answer is yes. I want to visit everywhere. Like I really, especially in the US, there really isn't anywhere that I wouldn't want to visit. Like I just need a reason to, I just need an excuse to, I need like an incentive. But like there's certain places that are higher on my list than others. Like I've never been to Chicago. I think Sierra and Tiffany went one year for volleyball. So that's a city that I've never visited, they have, and I would like to, especially the major cities, the big cities. There's still a lot that I haven't visited, and Chicago's one of them. All right, a quick shower and shave to wrap this up. Next question is from Chloe Gummer 595. What is Sierra studying in college? She is studying to be an elementary school teacher. She wants to teach K through 3rd, more or less. Next question is from Landon Fountain. He asks, do you ever see yourself moving to the East Coast? Not really, but never say never. I just don't have a reason to move to the East Coast. I don't have a desire to move to the East Coast. Tiffany does have one sister that lives in Florida, but all her other family lives here. All of my family lives here. So unless both kids moved to the East Coast, that would literally be the only reason for us to move to the East Coast, is if both kids lived over there. And even then it would be like, are you sure you're staying there? Because I wouldn't necessarily want to uproot and sell and move temporarily, you know what I'm saying? Next question is from Jack Cerrone. Why did you start the job you have now? I started working with my dad and my brother to help them grow the business and to help transition my father into retirement. My dad has been working in the produce industry for over 30 years. My brother and him have been specifically doing this business for almost 15. And they were at the point where they had hit their ceiling. They hit the biggest they could get. My brother and my dad were so stressed out, overworked, and just needed help. And I thought that I could temporarily come in, help them out, get them on track, and then go back to streaming and YouTube. And unfortunately, that is not what happened. It wasn't a part-time thing, it was a full-time thing. And it wasn't a short-term thing, it's a long-term thing. So at this point, I'm still same goal, but in order for things to go in the direction that they need to go in, it's going to take much longer to get there. But we are moving in that direction. We moved to a new warehouse where we've got almost full staff. We will eventually get back to getting another driver in the winter. But right now things are rocking and rolling. It's at a snail's pace, unfortunately. All right, the last question is from Thrax Addict. He asks, what's your favorite bud strain? I actually don't have one because I haven't really tried that many. And the ones I have tried, I haven't like focused on, it's like most of the time I walk into a dispensary and I say I want a sativa or an indica or one of each for my stizzy. And then I'm like, I want a sativa. I'm just now getting to the point where I'm starting to request specific strains for specific terpenes. Like currently have a Maui Wowie pre-roll. I tried Maui Wowie in a cart, really liked it, felt like it had a different effect, and I liked that, so I wanted to try the flower. I don't feel like the pre-roll it's not as strong as a cart, and so I'm not quite getting the same effect that I did the first time, but like other strains like Pineapple Express, Jack Herrera, Sour Diesel, those are all ones that stand out to me, but again, for the most part, have been vaping. I haven't dabbled into flower too much. I really see myself this next year going more down the path of cannabis and learning more about certain strains, certain terpenes, and finding those strains that really click with me. So as I said before, I will share that here on the channel in the vlogs, but not necessarily make separate videos unless I feel like there's a need to make a separate video. Most of it's just gonna fit into the daily vlogs. Well, there you go. There's a Q&A, long overdue. Hope you enjoyed it. Big shout out to everyone that asked questions. I really appreciate it. I'll try to do one of these once a month, but for now, enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow for the vlog.